Etsy.
And Etsy.
On Etsy.
And Etsy.
We have a problem. Now, if you spend a lot of time on YouTube, you've probably run into side hustle videos. And not just side hustle videos, but Etsy side hustle videos, telling you that you can use AI to make insane amounts of money on Etsy.
Is one of the easiest businesses that you can start. $720 every single day.
Can make you as much as $29,000 or more every single month.
Imagine building a business from the comfort of your own home that generates at least $5,000 or even $10,000 a month in passive income.
Now, there are tons of people doing this, and they will sell you a dream, but is it really this easy? And have you ever thought that there is something that they are not telling you? Something that they are missing out? Something that they never seem to mention? Well, if you've ever thought of selling on Etsy, this video is for you, because I'm going to tell you the whole truth and uncover what the side hustle gurus won't tell you. Now, there have been numerous success stories showcasing how it can transform lives and be financially lucrative, but for every shop that is making a ton of money, there are hundreds making zero. In fact, a website called Smart Money Mamas did a showcase on 20 different Etsy stores to see what the averages were on key metrics, and they found that the median amount of sales was only 20, and the median amount of revenue was only $537, without deducting Etsy fees and other costs. They even went further and found that the median amount of profit was only $291. Now, I know this is a small sample of shops, and there are a lot of other variables missing, like the amount of time the sellers were putting in, the skills they have, the type of goods they were selling, etc. But nevertheless, these numbers are a far cry from
$720 every single day.
$29,000 or more every single month.
Also, it does give you an indication that selling on Etsy is no piece of cake, and is not as easy as YouTubers have you believe by putting up an Etsy store and making a few listings with AI designs and watching as the thousands of sales roll in. The average is the average for a reason, meaning that if you were to start an Etsy store, you would most likely do a similar amount of sales as the average. But even if we move away from the averages and look at the sellers that YouTubers show that are generating significant income, the reality is that the numbers that they're showing you are the seller's revenue, not profit. The actual amount that they could be taking home is considerably less. For example, a store that makes $10,000 in revenue per month could be profiting only $2,000 out of that $10,000, which is still a good amount of money, but sounds nowhere near as exciting. Now, the reason for revenue and profit being drastically different could be because of expenses like production costs like designers or paying for platforms and tools, Etsy fees like the 20p per listing fee or the 6.5% sales fee that you have to pay on each sale, shipping expenses, ads, etc. Listen, I get why the side hustle gurus do it, as they want their videos to be clicked, but I want you guys to know the truth and not to have unrealistic expectations. And now we come face to face with the daunting issue of visibility on Etsy. Picture a crowded marketplace teeming with countless products, each vying for attention. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack. With millions of listings, standing out from the crowd can seem like an impossible task. But the struggle doesn't end there. Etsy's algorithm, the intricate set of rules governing how products are discovered, adds another layer of complexity. And changes in this algorithm can have an impact on how your products are showcased, making it even more challenging to reach your desired audience. Imagine this algorithm as a powerful gatekeeper, determining which products get the spotlight and which get lost in the depths of the website. Just like the shifting tides of an ocean, Etsy's algorithm ebbs and flows, impacting the fortunes of sellers worldwide, and to succeed in this ever-changing landscape, sellers must learn to navigate these murky waters. As if the challenge of visibility weren't enough, Etsy sellers also find themselves contending with copycat competition. Picture this: you pour your heart and soul into creating something truly unique, and it starts gaining traction, capturing the attention of buyers. But then, like a swarm of imitators, others swoop in, attempting to replicate your success. This can be really frustrating or even annoying, and is a scenario that plays out all too often in the dynamic world of Etsy. When you create something truly special, it's only natural for others to take notice and try to jump on the bandwagon. After all, if you were starting an Etsy store, wouldn't you be inclined to look at what other successful stores are offering and consider making similar products? Now, imagine thousands of other people doing the same thing simultaneously. The market becomes saturated, diluting your potential share and making it increasingly challenging to maintain a competitive edge. It's like a game of cat and mouse, where sellers must constantly adapt and innovate to stay one step ahead. Let's dispel a myth that has misled many aspiring Etsy entrepreneurs. Contrary to what some gurus may claim, running an Etsy store is far from passive. Now, it may be more passive if you only sell digital products. However, it still demands an extraordinary amount of time, dedication, and relentless effort during and after your products are listed. Just imagine this clock spinning faster than ever before as sellers juggle multiple tasks simultaneously. Inventory management becomes a never-ending puzzle, constantly seeking to strike a delicate balance between supply and demand. Customer service becomes an art, as sellers strive to provide exceptional support and address inquiries promptly. Marketing becomes a never-ending challenge, as the battle for visibility in a crowded marketplace rages on. And staying ahead of your competition becomes a constant race against time, where innovation and being able to adapt are keys to survival. It's a far cry from the world of passive income that may have lured many into the world of Etsy. Alright, now, you may be shocked by these problems as they're not publicized much, and all you hear is
$29,000 or more every single month.
Yeah. So to give you more proof, I dove into various online platforms to gather insights into real-life experiences. Websites like Reddit and numerous YouTube videos became my virtual hunting ground, where I sought out sellers sharing the real problems with Etsy.
What happened was, on Facebook, someone told me that they think one of my designs was stolen, and it was.
I cannot tell you the amount of times that people have copied my design, they've copied my wording, they've literally copied and pasted everything, including my photograph.
I'm having a problem with the term passive income, because if you've truly done it for that long, or even for a few months for that matter, you would know there is no such thing as passive income.
And so because of that, again, I kind of knew that I was pretty much done with Etsy and that it was a lot of time.
Some of the comments on these videos said, I work my butt off and I don't see any results. It is so discouraging. I think first reviews are really helping out. It's just hard to get any at the beginning. The market is oversaturated by the same POD products. Mugs, cars, stickers, ... A lot of sellers are based in China. Yes, China. That use domestic addresses in order to maintain an account. What they do is copy/paste items already for sale. I only recently opened my shop. Yeah, I'm spending a lot of time on it. Hours. No sales yet. Also on Reddit, I found a post that asked if it is worth selling on Etsy anymore, especially for small sellers. And even though some of the comments were positive, the negative ones really stood out and said, it's not worth it anymore in my opinion. It's too much to have to deal with the drop shippers and constantly having everything stolen and copied. I'm sure it still works for some people, but Etsy doesn't support individual handmade small batch sellers anymore. Selling almost anything on a consistent basis on an online platform is not a side gig. You need to constantly be listing, finding your target market, and actually doing whatever it is you do. Make or resell. If you want a few sales a year, you might be good in a passive sense. Now, even though I've purposely looked for people having problems with Etsy, these snippets of first-hand accounts echoed the very problems we discussed earlier. And the real voices validate the experiences of the majority of sellers, shining a light on the truth beneath the surface. Now, you may ask with all of this information, what's the truth about selling on Etsy? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it worth it? Well, the truth is that it's a platform with immense potential, but it comes with its fair share of challenges that you're now aware of. However, with the right mindset, strategies, and perseverance, you can increase your chances of success. The key lies in setting realistic expectations, thoroughly researching your market, developing a strong brand, being super consistent, and also being patient, as it could take a few years before you see significant results. Think of Etsy as a tool to showcase your creativity and connect with a community of like-minded individuals rather than a guaranteed path to riches.